What is up, Goolie Nation? What is up? It is Thursday, and you know what that time is? It's time for Ruthless Aggression Attitude Era Thursday night live stream show. As always, I got the spotlight.
What's going on? What's going on? Spotlight Sports Talks in the building. What's going on with you?
And shoot, you know what? Vengeance. We're looking at Vengeance 2003. So I'm gonna wait a little bit because we only got we got two people in, but on the thing it says 0. So I'm just gonna wait a minute.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit, man. But how was your day though? How was your day overall?
Day overall was good, man. I laid down and chilled. I got some stuff had to get done, and I got them done with no hesitation. And oh my goodness gracious, I can't wait to talk about this show. As for SmackDown's first pay-per-view, I remember this
It was the
show
first ever pay per view as a brand itself.
as a brand itself. This is when they did the split brand. Yeah, you still had the brand split, but the brand split, but like around 2002, both shows were, connected. I think it was around June and July is when they started, making SmackDown and Raw have their own separate shows, which I want them to do today, but unfortunately they don't do that for some odd reason.
Yeah, for some reason they don't do that.
They did it in the past, but I think the problem was in Vince's mind, Raw was sucking and SmackDown got better. What is up, Iverson Vlogs? Sun's Live.
What's going on, Iverson Vlogs? What's going on?
So yeah, we're gonna talk about Vengeance 2003, and yes, the Undertaker in the background with that American Badass. We're gonna be talking about him because this also the reason why I love this pay-per-view so much, because this was the pay-per-view that made me a fan of John Cena.
This made you a fan of John Cena?
This show made me a fan of Cena.
Interesting.
And also, we're going to talk about bloopers. And also, did you know on this show, got 4 people in. What's up, Cody Johnson? Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all know how this works. What's up, Mal? People is dumb in real life. Be safe, Malcolm Spotlight. We can get through this together. Right, Elijah Washington. Right on, right on.
Facts.
So without further ado, we got some Vengeance 03 to talk about. I really like this show. I have a recorded tape of this show somewhere in my closet. And I'm going to say this right now. The one thing I don't like about the WWE Network is that they don't have the original song that they had for this pay-per-view. Because, copyright and whatnot. There's some songs they have, and then there's some songs that they don't have. But that's just a minor.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it's just a minor nitpick. Like I sing you the song when we get done here. Spotlight. I was born in 2003 when this pay-per-view happened.
Oh wow! God. I feel old as hell then, if that's the case.
July 27th, and
that means I feel old as crap knowing that you was born in 2003. In 2003, I was a sophomore in high school. That makes me feel. That makes me feel some kind of way.
Bruh, nah, this is how I feel. And I tell my cousins this, and they took this to heart. You're only as old as you feel. You don't look old. Shoot, remember when I first saw you? I think you were 22.
I feel old as shit, though. Excuse me, but I feel old as crap.
But anyway, we got. I think there was a total of 7 matches on this show, if I'm not mistaken, and this was SmackDown's first ever pay-per-view as a brand. Because on June, it was Bad Blood 2003. I already did that show for my Anchor account. So if you guys want to hear that, you guys are most welcome to it. Also, Carnage. What's up, Carnage? And also, Tyracuse 559. I think this is Senseless Trolling. I think he changed his name. So is the Undertaker coming back as the American Badass at WrestleMania?
That is we don't know that.
We don't know. Answer. I think it's a mixture of both. It's like the Dead Man and the American Badass.
You got to be one or the other though. Because I can't see you being American badass and then being the phenom, the Undertaker that we know of. It's just so you come out with the Undertaker clothing, but you're American badass. It doesn't make any sense to me. You got to be one
It
or the other
doesn't.
character.
It's just weird. You can't like combine two characters. You can't fuse them. Malcolm, we need to do Avengers watch along, please. I would love to, but there's only one problem. WWE will low key cut me because they low
Yeah,
key.
we can't do like an actual video review. Like if they have the like even if they did have the video on YouTube and we try to screen share it, we're not able to use that because it's still considered WWE copyrights because somebody stole it from them. We could put it on YouTube and try to make money off of it, but YouTube probably if the video is monetized, then WWE is getting paid for that. But we cannot like show the actual event or anything of that nature because YouTube would definitely block your page.
That's true. That is so true. So Elijah Washington says as wait, we get Kane versus Taker in a retirement match for Mania next year. I see AJ win by Kane help. Let's see. No, no Kane versus Taker. No more.
Well,
Um,
we all know how that ended every time Kane fought Undertaker at WrestleMania. We already knew how that ended. Damn near Kane losing to Taker at
and
WrestleMania.
Kane has a city to watch, so he's not going to do that. What's good, Darth Vader?
Well, he's still part time. I mean, if he could be on WrestleMania, one night wouldn't hurt.
Oh, so you mean like watching it like I normally do with my pay per view? Now that I can do, but that means you got.
That's a
But that
possibility.
means you, whoever has the WWE Network, is gonna have to watch Vengeance 2003 with us and say, "Oh, oh, well, dang, oh." So that's something we might do. We might probably do that sometime in the future for on the Thursday. While his brother Spotlight's going on, like I said, Vengeance 2003. I have so many fond memories of this show when I was young. If you remember VHS tapes, like those little clean VHS tapes where you can record anything from like a VCR, I remember like literally recording this whole entire show, like from beginning to end. And I have the physical copy somewhere, and if I can somehow get that physical copy and put that on DVD, I will definitely try to do that because there was a lot of pay-per-views I always recorded. I think I recorded so many Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views. I think I taped SummerSlam 2003, and I still need to find that. But anyway, without further ado, Vengeance 2003. We start off with a beautiful intro to the show of Vince McMahon saying that he's gonna strike vengeance upon Stephanie, Zach Gowen, and Stephanie, Zach Gowen, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. He's putting his faith on Sable, Big Show, and himself. And then, we get the whole shebang, fireworks. This show was live and in color in Denver, Colorado. And I got to say this point goes to Denver, Colorado, because they were Rockets all through the night. Like,
Right,
I'm
right.
telling you, they were so hyped for this pay-per-view. It wasn't even funny. They were hyped. And the question here to me, and then we're going to answer that at the end. Did the SmackDown first pay per view deliver? Because the first match is, and Spotlight said this is match of the night, and this is the United States Championship match between Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit. And here's a little bit of trivia for you guys. I know we said on the picks and predictions that the United States Championship was brought back in 2003. This was the pay per view they brought it back. It was an 8-man
With
tournament.
the United States Championship, right?
Yep. It was an 8-man tournament, and it was between Benoit and Eddie. And you know what? This match, it's a
This
Benoit and Eddie match.
this match didn't disappoint to me at all. Like I really love this match. It was something that I could actually be on the edge of my seat and be like, "What's the next thing that's going to happen with this match?" And just knowing the backstory of Eddie Guerrero and the backstory of Chris Benoit and how this how this storyline went down. Me personally, I just feel like this match was really good, knowing that I think it was the match of the night to me, just because what shook it up in this actual match was Rhino. Everybody thought Rhino was going after Eddie Guerrero, and he turns on Chris Benoit. So knowing that, that's what makes it a match of the night because you just don't know. Um, you just don't. You just didn't know what was going to happen with Rhino. Because I mean, Rhino was looking at Eddie Guerrero the whole damn time, and before you know it, he
He
spears.
gores the hell out of
He
Benoit.
gores the hell out of Chris Benoit.
And
And
the
then
thing
you
is,
got,
Benoit and Guerrero were partners.
and then on
Now
top of that,
Benoit and not Guerrero, Benoit and Rhino were partners. So, so yeah,
and
we
then
get
on,
a heel turn out of nowhere from this match.
right, and then you got to think about it as well as that the ref was getting his ass kicked in this match too.
Yeah, Brian Hebner was getting his ass kicked. He was
No, it was
taking bump
Dakota.
after bump.
It was Dakota.
Oh, Dakota. Oh wait, Mike Chioda. Oh,
Yeah,
Mike
Mike
Chioda.
Chioda. Chioda, my bad. It was Mike Chioda that was the ref
Yeah,
in
Mike
this
Chioda
match.
was getting his ass kicked. He was selling so
They
much,
was
and also this was at a time where Chavo was hurt, so and Eddie was without a tag team partner. I think he recently turned heel after turning his back onto Jerry, and then I think WWE started getting to the fix because everybody loved Eddie Guerrero at this time because even though he was portraying a heel, but the lying, the cheating, the stealing. when he when they finally put the plug in for that. I love the fact when he hit the rep Kyoto with the belt and then he lays down like. And also the best part of this match is when Eddie won the thing and Michael Cole probably had the best call of that match saying, somebody call Hollywood and give this man an Oscar. He just stole the U.S. title.
So, yeah, he kind of stole the U.S. title, but at the same time, it wasn't really his fault. Did the help of Rhino, but did Eddie Guerrero really know that Rhino was really coming out to go after Chris Benoit?
Well, shoot, at the end of the match, Eddie Guerrero, they talked to Eddie Guerrero. I think it was Josh Matthews. He interviewed Eddie, and Eddie said it himself. Whatever beef going on between Benoit and Rhino, that's Benoit's problem.
Right.
All I got to worry about now is what's on my shoulder, Holmes.
Yeah, but I thought that. But overall, if you want to give it a 5 stars, I give it a 4.5, almost.
I'm giving it a 4.5.
I give it a little bit past 4.5, like a 4.8, just because of
how
y'all let the referee get his ass whooped. Like y'all let the referee get his ass whooped. The referee had nothing to do with that, man. He was just trying to call a clean fight. I feel like the referee got the ass whooped more than Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero beat each other up.
And the killing part is this was the longest match on this card. This was 22 minutes and 14 seconds.
It sure was. And it made me sleepy for a little bit because I'm like, yo, when this match is going to end? I'm ready to go to the next match. I just didn't understand it.
So many false finish after false finish. I mean, you got to give them credit because this is back when the U.S. title, when they revived it, they made the U.S. title irrelevant. Unlike today.
Yeah, they do. They do show Benoit on the WWE network, like their older stuff. They can't like when Chris Benoit's in matches, you can't do nothing about that tape. You can't do nothing about that footage.
They won't say his name, but they'll say, "Oh, like this such and such is in action, or his opponent's in action, or something."
No,
like
they
that.
say his name. And
some of them they say his name, but here in Vengeance they didn't say his name here on Vengeance.
I swore they said his name because even the comment, even
no, he's talking about the WWE network. Like when you skip to a match, like when you're like, let's say you want to skip to Benoit and Eddie, it'll say like Eddie's in a street fight or something. It won't say Benoit's name. Now the commentary they will say Chris Benoit's name. I got to show you what I'm talking about on the phone.
Now the footage, the footage they can't really change, so they have to show Chris Benoit. It's not like you can switch the footage out. Like that's just impossible.
It is.
No matter how much of a good video editor that you are, that footage from back in 2003, there's no way you could update 2003 footage and try to put somebody else in there through that whole match. That's just impossible.
It is impossible. But like I said, 4.5 for me, 4.8 for Spotlight. Spotlight is giving this match match of the night. Me, as much as I love this match, the only problem was the false finishes that I have. But that doesn't take anything away from Eddie and Benoit because they put on a big, beautiful storytelling match for the U.S. title. But it's not match of the night to me.
I think it is. That's just
it's a good match.
I mean, I got a second one that can be match of the night too, so you just don't know.
Right. The second match is the proposal match between Jamie Noble versus Billy Gunn with Tori Wilson. So let me explain what a proposal match is. The story here is that Jamie Noble wants to have sex with Tori Wilson.
Knowing that Tori Wilson was with Billy Gunn and Tori
With
Wilson
Billy Gunn,
and Jamie Noble was with what's her
Nydia.
name? Yeah.
I do love the fact how Jamie knows like this. Girl, Tori Wilson, you're more worth than $50,000. How much you want? 75,000, 100,000, 150,000. I'm sorry, Jamie Noble was entertaining here because like he would go through great lengths just to have sex with Tori. I think the SmackDown Go Home show, Billy beats Noble, and then I just love the fact when he's like, "Gun, this I ain't done with you yet, boy. I want a rematch." And Tori Wilson says if Jamie Noble can beat Billy Gunn, she'll sleep with him on SmackDown the next week. And I will talk about that segment here because I think this WWE kind of did a miss booking opportunity with this after this going forward. 5 minutes though, I'm gonna say this: Tori Wilson looked absolutely hot when she came out the damn crowd with Billy.
Yeah,
And
Tori, I mean, like this match, I hated it.
to me, I didn't
I
hate this match
hated
because
it.
it was short. It was at least it was short. It was 5 minutes. It was short and it was straight to the point. Billy Gunn kind of tweaked his knee, and this is back when Billy Gunn just came back to the company after a I think it was a shoulder injury, and it wouldn't be too long until Billy Gunn left WWE and then went to TNA with the Road Dogg to Voodoo Kid Mafia. But here's the thing: upset though, you have Jamie Noble, you know, having like his way with Billy, and then Tori Wilson distracts him, and then Nydia is out there. I'd love the spot where they both slap the hell out of Jamie. that was that I did like, and then also I did like the fact that Jamie won.
I like the fact that Jamie won, but the way he won, I didn't like it.
It was just so funny. Tori Wilson had the best reaction when she said, "Holy shit."
I'm giving this match a 3.
3 out of 5, or are you gonna give this a 1 out of 5?
If you want me to be really honest, I'm trying to be politically correct here, but I'll give it a 1.5.
1.5 out of 5. Me, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 because it was short, it got to the point, and Jamie Noble won. Now, here's where WWE did a missed opportunity with. Okay, on SmackDown, Jamie Noble picks like probably the most nastiest, probably sickest motel or whatever to have sex with Tori. And as soon as Jamie Noble is about to have his way with Tori, here comes Nydia in that big ass mink coat that she was wearing when her and Noble were together. Takes the mink coat off. She's in damn bra and panties. So you have Nydia and Jamie Noble having sex, which was hilarious. Tori Wilson grabs the champagne and just literally drinks and watches it and watches. Jamie Noble asks Tori Wilson, like, "Hey, Nydia does swing both ways. Can you make it a threesome?" And as soon as you get the doorbell rings, and then Jamie Noble just, "I'm busy right now," and it's Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn was about to beat the crap out of Jamie, but then out of nowhere, Nydia starts having sex with Jamie all over again. And then you have Billy Gunn and Tori Wilson watching. And then they cut to break. And then they made it a four-way. Billy Gunn, Tori Wilson, Nydia, Jamie Noble, all in a bedroom together on a four-way. A four-way.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. And it was
Give
so
me a
funny because they
break.
were talking like nothing was wrong with this. But
Right.
here's where the
Right. I agree with you, Iverson Vlogs, bruh.
but here's where they misbooked this. Why didn't you make Jamie Noble and Billy a tag team after this? Because
But why would you change the stipulation too? You change the stipulation from oh
well, he did
since
get
you,
to sleep with Tori, but he also get to sleep with his girlfriend too.
yeah, but that wasn't the stipulation. At the end of the day, we all knew Billy Gunn lost. So with that being said, Jamie Noble should have had his way, or what could have happened was is that listen,
Or set up like they did with what's his name? Dean Malenko and Lita.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Ugh, this match is
But to me,
retarded.
I thought it was kind of entertaining how they did that. I'm just mad that they never made them a tag team because sooner or later Billy Gunn would leave WWE and he went to TNA, and you can say that the rest was history. As for Jamie Noble and Nydia, they would still be a thing until they broke up around in February, where I believe Tajiri spit black mist on Nydia's eyes and Nydia was coming out like all blind and whatnot. Then they had like a mixed gender match to end their relationship at No Way Out. That's the same No Way Out where Eddie won the WWE Championship from Brock. But anyway, not 2.5, sorry, 2 stars out of 5 between Jamie Noble and Billy Gunn. 5 minutes. Did not mind this match. It's just that the ending was just so hilarious to
The
me.
match was just terrible, man. Jamie Noble playing in some Walmart Wrangler jeans. And
Because that's
yeah,
what he was. He
and
was
then
what, a country boy. He was a trailer park boy.
yeah, he was a country boy, and then he ended up coming down with this freaking suitcase of freaky stuff in it. What
That was
the
hilarious
hell?
too. Especially when Taz like, oh, hey, he got your briefcase. He's got your briefcase.
Terrible.
And also, I want to say this too. I got to give Nydia credit because Nydia is all. If you guys don't know
She
this,
was she was
Nydia is.
she was really like the outside looking in with this storyline until
She
that
really
happened.
was, and also she's really in real life. She's really Latin American. She's she's Latina.
How you not one of Latina? If you'll take a
Oh
Latina,
no! But no, here's the thing: they made a Latina play a trailer park trash character. That's when I was like, wait a minute, this is weird. This is like
it's a possibility that could really happen in real life too.
true, but I gotta give Nydia credit. She actually played that role. But anyway, after we got through that match, now we get through probably one of this is not even a match. It was more like a segment, a funny ass segment with the APA Invitational Barroom Brawl.
Another match that I put low out of my 5 stars. I mean, it was more.
It was comedy.
It was comedy. I can say that it was
It
more
was
comedy.
comedy.
Because I'm like, why the hell is Doink on here? Ain't Doink from the Monday Night Raws of 1991s and
But you won't believe
1989s and
but you
crap
won't
like
believe who
that?
was playing Doink at this time. You won't believe who was playing Doink. But these are the
It
competitors.
was William Regal.
No, it wasn't William Regal. No, the person who was playing Doink was Eugene. This is before the Eugene character existed.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. Eugene was Doink the Clown in this. So yeah, but anyway, the following people were in this barroom brawl: the Brooklyn Brawler, Chuck Palumbo, Chris Canyon, Conquistador Uno, Doug and Danny
Who?
Basham. I remember when Edge and Christian had those gold suits on,
No.
Conquistadors, and then the Hardys became Conquistadors. That's in the Attitude Era. Who else was in this thing? Of course, the APA. Guys, you won't believe this one. John Morrison was in this. Yes, John freaking Morrison was in the
Wasn't
bar.
John Morrison the guy that was wearing the suit on top of the bar?
That was Brian Kendrick.
I swore I thought that was John Morrison.
That was Brian. That was him. Really? Yeah. Y'all really. I'm not lying to you. Johnny the Bull Stamboli, Shannon Moore, Matt Hardy, Matt Capatella, don't know who that is. Orlando Jordan, Sean O'Hare, rest in peace. And Brother Love. And if you don't know who Brother Love is, Bruce Pritchard, one of the writers back then in WWE, and still a writer to this day. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I just love the fact that the Easter Bunny, the Easter Bunny was in this too. The Easter Bunny got his ass kicked in this match. That's it. They beat the hell out of the Easter Bunny.
I like the Easter Bunny.
But the Easter Bunny got his ass kicked. What else happened in this match? Brother Love took out the Conquistadors, which was hilarious. Spanky got thrown off the bar. Shannon Moore with a beautiful spot, literally doing like a sunset flip through the bar. The ending sees where Brother Love is about to attack Bradshaw, but out of nowhere, Farouk comes because he was already eliminated. I don't know how Farouk was already eliminated, but bam, Bradshaw wins this thing. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say Bradshaw. The APA won this freaking thing.
Right.
Let's be real. I mean, this was just a comedy spot. This was just a comedy match, and I was entertained and laughing my ass off with it. Easter Bunny getting his ass kicked. Okay. Matt Hardy had a botch. Yeah, Matt Hardy had a botch. Matt Hardy couldn't even do the leg drop on Orlando Jordan, and I think John Morrison couldn't do the leg drop because the table wouldn't break, which was hilarious. So he does it again, but does a splash, and the table still doesn't break. So Matt just, just screw it. We'll just leave it there. Who else got kicked out the bar? I think Doink got kicked out of the bar. Who else? Nunzio got knocked the freak out through plated glass. It was just madness. It was just like what you expect if you were in a bar and shit went down. You know, barroom brawl. It's a barroom brawl. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 1. I'm not gonna give it a 2, but I'm giving it a 1 because
Can I give it a 0.5?
So you mean to tell me you didn't laugh on some certain parts?
I mean, I like entertainment.
It made you
I like
laugh
entertainment.
and
That's why I give it the 0.5 because of the entertainment. But as a wrestling
so
match,
0.5,
yeah, 0.5 I'm giving this match. I couldn't stand
0.5, and this is a 1. This is so hilarious.
It's terrible.
It was just weird to put that on the show, but it was still entertaining.
And then you had a fake bar on the side of the ramp where the Titantrons was. Like that was just giving too much. Like no.
Also, kudos to the referee who was basically being the bartender throughout the whole freaking thing.
Yeah, like no.
And then Funaki, he didn't even take a bump in this match. Funaki just kept on drinking beer, and then he passes the hell out. I'm like, well, damn. So after 2 matches that kind of took the drain up, the crowd got up for this match, and it was for the SmackDown, well, not SmackDown, the WWE Tag Team Championship match between the world's greatest tag team of Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin against the Filthy Animals, if I can use that correctly for WCW, Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio. I'm gonna say this now. Spotlight.
Go ahead. I'm gonna get a water.
Okay, Spotlight gave Benoit and Guerrero match of the night, and I totally understand that. I respect that. But this tag team title match here, I think outclasses the U.S. title match by just a bit. In other words, the tag team title match was the match of the night for me. It was fast paced, quick, and I gotta say the crowd was really, really into this match. Like it woke them up after that barroom brawl. This match woke the crowd back up again. I mean, Shelton Benjamin. Need I say more? He was a hell of a. He's still, but was a hell of an athlete. Charlie Haas, a hell of an athlete. You had Billy Kidman, hell of an athlete, and Rey Mysterio, who was cruiserweight champion at the time, hell of an athlete. You basically have 4 people who are fast as hell in a match together, and it was fast paced. And that's what I kind of liked about it. It wasn't slow and methodical like I thought that this match was when I remembered it, but no, it was fast paced. And also, Billy Gunn had a holy shit chant for doing that. Was it shooting star press off the top, off the rope? That was amazing. I will say that.
Well, before we go into that, what's going on, Connor Burke? Finally finished his driver's at okay. Carnage WWE definitely doesn't want you to remember Chris Benoit, period. But why not? Why should we remember Chris Benoit? Depending on what he did. And if you actually looked at the behind the scenes on Vice, you'll see why WWE doesn't mention Chris Benoit. You'll see why. But that's another story for another time. But this match was the second best match to me. I was never really big on the tag team division when it came to wrestling. It grew on me once the Attitude Era and the tables, ladders, and chairs came in, and a feud between the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys. I just felt like it just didn't live it. Like sometimes some tag teams in Ruthless, I'm not saying just for this event, just in the era itself, some tag teams in the Ruthless aggression didn't live up to the hype that it was supposed to be. I don't know if that's because of the storylines or the tag team that you was matching up with, but I just felt like something like I don't know. If you look at the Attitude Era crowd and the Ruthless aggression crowd, you can see the crowds was see like the Attitude Era the crowd was in it. Like the crowd was in it here. Don't get me wrong. It just seemed like it died out and then it picked back up. Died out and picked back up. Like it had some spots where it it should have been fast paced through the whole match. But I can't be wrong with this match. I will go back and watch this match. This is the second best match I had on this card. So I'm not taking nothing away from it. I just feel like the crowd should have been in it a little bit more. I understand it coming off a shitty match in the brawl. It was a shitty match. But you have if you really want to be invested as a fan, you gotta really be invested. You just can't be a part time being in the crowd. I understand you paid your hard earned money, but what's the point of sitting there and not yelling or congratulating? You know what I'm saying?
I do love the fact where there was like when Rey Mysterio hit the 619 and dropped the dime or whatever. I think they called it the West Coast Pop.
Yeah.
When Charlie Haas kicked out, I will say this: the fans even called bullshit on that because I thought the ref's hand went down for a 3, but Charlie Haas kicked out on instinct. Ending sees a blind tag, and I think they paid homage to the Road Warriors too, and it was a scary looking bump for Ray. I thought Ray landed on his neck, but he landed on his shoulder. Thank God he didn't separate it.
Right.
But
So
yeah, what's up, Sports with Mortgage 18? Just subscribe. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I
Conor
appreciate that.
Burke, the reason why, and I'm gonna just tell you this right now, the reason why Chris Benoit cannot be mentioned in the WWE as of right now is because when they found out that Chris Benoit died, they didn't when they went on the air that Monday Night Raw, they didn't know the full details of what happened, and they were still under investigation of what happened with that situation. And they said it in the documentary stating that WWE should not would have went live that night because they did a special tribute to Chris Benoit that night.
They did. I
And
remember.
WWE went on the air too fast before even having the full details of what happened between those three, Chris Benoit, the wife, and his son. And then once the details came out on what happened as far as Chris Benoit killing his wife and his son and then killing himself, and they just did a special tribute the night, but well, not even the night before, because a
It
couple,
gave the company a bad, like a
it
black eye.
gave the company a bad rep because of, but at the same time, it's
They didn't
WWE's
know.
fault. They didn't know what happened. They just knew that he died. They didn't have the full autopsy. They didn't have the full determination of death. They just knew that 3 people was killed. Well,
Um, I'm gonna let Spotlight answer this one.
how did they know it though? Is it because who died first in the person? Well, if you go look at the documentary shows you in the house of Chris Benoit of who died first, who died second, and who died last. But Chris Benoit died last because he killed his son first, then killed his wife. He killed his wife and then wrapped her up in a long piece of carpet. It was being decomposed for days in there. And then he was the last one to die. According to the documentary, Chris Benoit was in that house for a few days until he killed himself. Even though that his son and his wife was dead in that house with him, it took him like 2 days for him to kill himself. That's what happened. Go look at it. It's on YouTube. The documentary is on YouTube. But I mean, if I was Vince McMahon, I wouldn't want to do nothing with that. Understanding that he's a wrestler, but when Jim Ross says that No, 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 no. Chris Benoit, I remember calling Chavo, so someone saying "I love you," which was said. No, it was a no. It was an actual text. It didn't say "I love you." It said something of they didn't really. Chavo didn't go into detail of what that text message was, but it was an unusual text that Chavo would never got. It wasn't "I love you" though. It wasn't "I love you." It was something about taking the dogs out or something like that. It didn't. He had the nerve to lie to Chavo and to Chris Jericho and said that he's taking care of his wife and his son because he has stomach poisoning. Which that wasn't the case. So he was lying the whole time. Why he didn't show up to the event, the pay-per-view event? Because he said, oh, he had to stay home and take care of his wife and his son, and that wasn't the case. He killed them.
Yeah.
But
But
we'll get
y'all,
into we'll have a review. I think we should do a review on that next week. I hope you can
we
watch
will.
it.
Yeah, we'll do a review on that, and also I need the review on New Jacks too, because good God Almighty. But yeah. Anyway, how many stars would you give this match?
With the tag team match,
The tag team title match.
I give it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5, so 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
will give it. I will give it 4.75 out of 5.
Okay.
And this is also a hidden. This is a hidden gem tag team title match, in my opinion. A lot of people don't really forgot about this match, and I think everybody should look at this because it's actually really good in how a tag team title match is supposed to work. If you
Right.
got four people who are fast as hell, Kidman in his prime, Kidman, Rey Mysterio, Shelton Benjamin, and Charlie Haas. So yeah. And now next, oh God, Sable versus Stephanie McMahon. I'm going to say this now. This was a no count out cat fight. I want to repeat that. A no count out cat fight. The story here is that Vince McMahon, once again being the character, being the most douchebaggest douche of all douche town, hires Sable to be Stephanie McMahon, who was the GM at the time, to be the assistant GM. But I think it's kind of funny that the assistant GM is having kind of sexual relationships with the owner of the WWE. And I'm going to say this about 2003 as a whole. It was McMahon heavy. And what I mean McMahon heavy, we saw a lot of the McMahons on television. Like with Raw, you had Linda McMahon trying to keep the peace between Austin and Bischoff. Then she gets tombstoned by Kane. Then you had Shane and Kane. You had Stephanie versus Sable, Stephanie versus Vince. It was a lot of McMahon in 2003, all the way through. I think this started all the way through the spring, and this didn't end till like winter.
Right. Right.
Like it was McMahon heavy, but was that the issue with 2003? Not really, because let's be real. Vince was entertaining with his feud with Stephanie. Vince was entertaining with his feud, well, with Hulk Hogan. His feud with Hulk Hogan at the time, who was portraying as Mr. America, if you remember that gimmick. Feud
Yeah,
with
I remember
Zach
that. I remember
Gowen.
that. Get it?
Yeah, like feud with Zach Gowen. Then he also with Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle. Like, yeah, Vince McMahon was involved in a lot, and even The Undertaker. Vince McMahon was involved with a lot of storylines on SmackDown on
Abs-
2003.
absolutely.
And as for Raw, Shane McMahon versus Kane. Can anybody does anybody will everybody literally reminds can I remind everybody that Shane McMahon got tased on his balls on national TV?
Yeah, I remember that.
Good God. But yeah, that was McMahon heavy. Now, as for Stephanie and Sable, Spotlight, and I will agree, I didn't really like this match too much.
I
That's
hated
why
it.
I'm gonna give this a 2, because here's the problem with this. Guess who carried the match? Stephanie carried Sable through that whole entire match. And the ending, you
Yes,
see
I agree.
yeah, Sable gets carried by Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon had a better performance than Sable. And I am sorry. This proves my point why I say that Sable has no talent. The only thing that Sable has is her looks.
Sable doesn't. Yeah, but you got to think about the era that she came into.
That's true. The
You got to think
attitude
about the
era, yes.
era. The attitude era wasn't really about women's.
About the
Like,
women.
it wasn't really about the women. It was about being sexy, getting the ratings because of the Monday Night Wars. It wasn't really no women. Like you had some women that was in the actual ring. I
I
mean,
agree.
then
That
Sable had the little feud with Mark Miro when she kept power bombing him and stuff like that. So it was she didn't really wrestle much, but yeah, Stephanie carried this match. That's no doubt about it. It's in her genes that she could be a wrestler if she decided if she wanted to be a wrestler. But when you don't have a counterpart that really can't wrestle, it makes the match boring. And that was the problem with this match because Sable was not a wrestler. She was the original WWE diva, if you want to take it in that instance.
you might as well put Sunny on there too, because Sunny was a diva too.
Absolutely. Sunny is definitely in that category with me as well. It's a
But
few
yeah,
people I could put in that category. Like
but
Stacy Keibler. Stacy Keibler was a diva.
now who else? No, because with this match though, you had A-Train come out. A-Train was supposed to be at the bar scene, so they literally told A-Train, "No, we got something better for you. We don't want you to interfere in this match."
Right.
He literally pounced the hell off Stephanie. And I think Stephanie would be off of TV for a week because word got known, I think right around in SummerSlam time that Triple H and Stephanie were getting married in the fall of 2003. So yeah, that even got leaked. So yeah, that got exposure, and oh my god, and then everybody can say it with Triple H, but that's another story for another time. Like I said, 2 out of 5. And also, because I know a lot of people here on my chat that says, we're in like per hour. I'm gonna say this: there is a wardrobe malfunction on Sable's part, and there's also one on Stephanie's part. You do get to see boobs in this match, but you don't get to see it a lot because they had to censor it because pay-per-view. So yeah, there's that. So that match was 6 minutes, 25 seconds. So next, this is also a match that made me a fan of John Cena.
I didn't rate this match.
Huh?
I didn't rate the last match.
Oh, it was Stephanie?
What did you rate it? As 2?
2.
I'm going to rate this. Yeah, I'm gonna rate this a 2 as well.
So 2.
Yeah.
All right. So let me say this. So next, this is the pay-per-view, guys, that made me a big fan of John Cena. And this is also a match that WWE wants you to forget as well. The Undertaker versus John Cena. Spotlight, your guess is as good as mine because I don't know why they want us to forget this match. And the match wasn't even bad. But here's the thing. Here's the storyline here. It's old school versus new school. Undertaker representing the old school, of course. John Cena representing the new school. The story is John Cena has been in the WWE, mostly on SmackDown, for a year. And I think this was I think it was a week before was his debut against Kurt Angle. And look what a year does. And then you have also, Vincent Gowan was around this time. And I will talk about that match next after this. But yeah, John Cena and Undertaker for an old school versus new school match. To be honest, I think they should have made this an old school, no school street fight. Because what was going on at that time? I mean, John Cena being, WWE was, I think WWE was testing John Cena. They really tested him with them. And what better way to test John Cena against one of the most iconic figures in the WWE, and that is none other than The Undertaker. So yeah, the story is John Cena say he demands respect, and Undertaker feels like John Cena doesn't give any respect. So Cena cuts a good promo, and Undertaker cut a good promo. And also, as the match goes, of course, John Cena comes out there with the word live, basic thugonomics, does his little rap, and then we get the Undertaker. And also, there's also a thing, Spotlight. I don't know if you noticed, but did you realize that the Undertaker's bike wouldn't start? Like in the beginning of when he came out,
No,
the reason
I
why
had no
his
clue about that.
the engine broke on the bike.
So how did he get it to start?
He I don't know how he got it to start, but as soon as he stopped it, like the whole bike didn't even want to start. But the best thing about that moment, Undertaker does not break character. And I think
Yeah.
having having the bike lose power or breaking, so to speak, was the best thing. If this is an old school versus new school match, I did love the fact that Undertaker ditched the bike and started walking like, in old school, like he normally back when he did back in the day. Remember walking towards the ring? Now that I did like. As for the match was good. It was hard hitting, and I got to give it to John Cena. A lot of people, I can see why a lot of people hate John Cena, but if you go back, John Cena was a really good heel in 2003. He really was, and WWE wanted to push new names.
He just lacked in ring ability. That's all that
He just
was.
lacked
Like
the
he
in-ring
he was
ability.
he was just he had the character, the cat like since Thugonomics, but after that he really haven't been a heel since. I would
Yeah,
love to see him go back to Thugonomics because that heel
I would love
it
him to
made
see
him
go heel.
good. It made him good. But now when you come out this never give up, these fruity pebble ass John Cena's, no, I'm just over it when it comes to that. And in my personal opinion, with this match, I have to say I like
Taker,
this match.
I like this
Best
match
third
too.
match of the
And
night. I
Taker,
might. Oh, go ahead.
Taker and Cena did pull off a hell of a match, and even Cena kind of took it to the dead man. He took it to
Kinda.
Taker.
I don't know what the hell happened between that match and now because he had more in his arsenal as Thugonomics than he had with the actual John Cena character.
But the reason
Like,
why I say that WWE wants you to forget this match, I don't know, because I guess they want us to remember that not botch, that quick match from WrestleMania a couple of years ago.
oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, when you look at that match from WrestleMania and you look at way back now, holy crap! It's like that Vengeance match should have been that WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it should have been a WrestleMania match. I think we wouldn't if we would have got that match instead of Vengeance and had it at WrestleMania in 2003. We wouldn't have thought about having another match when John Cena lost in like what two
Like
three
five
minutes,
minutes.
like 5 minutes. So I don't think that match would have never happened if this would have happened in 2003.
But according to interviews, I looked upon it, and John Cena said the reason they cut it to 5 minutes because Taker couldn't really go as much, and then Cena wasn't really in ring shape as well because he was on his way out to do movies. But on the same time, looking back at
What's the
this
point
match,
of booking a match then if you know Taker
couldn't
keep
go. I
going?
mean, like when I mean couldn't go, he wasn't injured. It's like he couldn't go as long like he used to when he was facing Sean Hunter in that. But if that be the
See, but
case,
my thing about that
this is
is
like a dream match for fans.
like I still don't think even though that if he couldn't hold up knowing as far as stamina wise, Taker should have taken the year off just to get himself back in shape. Don't
Shape.
force don't force yourself to go into a match knowing that you only gonna need 5 minutes. You get paid thousands and thousands and millions of dollars just for you to fight for 5 minutes. Shit, I wish I can do that. I wish my fat ass can do that.
I just love the fact, well, at least Taker did win that match, and Taker does win here. Personally, you know what? I've seen so many reviewers gave this a 3 out of 5. Let me say
Mm,
this. I will give it's between 3 3/4 to a 4 out of 5, but it's not no solid
I
3.
say 3.5 or 4 out of 5.
3.5, that's fair. 3.5. I'll go with 3.5. 3.5 is fair. But here's
This match could have been better.
and yes, and here's the thing. I think WWE accomplished what they did with John Cena. You made him take on Taker, okay? And it seemed like he could go. It's like WWE was pushing, a very young John Cena, and John Cena was getting pushed in 2003. Think about it. After this match with Undertaker, he would feud with Kurt Angle after this. He would feud with Chris Benoit soon after. Then he would feud with Brock Lesnar for a while. Then he would feud with The Big Show. It's like around 2003, it was like the model. It was WWE's way of telling you, yeah, this is going to be our next big star. Just like they did with Batista, and we'll probably talk about Batista somewhere down the road. 3.5 out of 5, pretty good match. Cena and Taker really did have a good match here. And I
Right.
did like the finish too of John Cena being so cocky doing the thugonomics, only to get last ride for his trouble. And I think what WWE the finish was make Taker win, but let Cena look good in defeat. That's what they did here. Next, this one match, y'all. This match, Mr. McMahon versus Zach Gowen. Ooh, boy.
This was a very interesting match.
It was interesting. And to be honest, I like this match because Zach Gowen at that time was very, very, inspirational.
Very inspirational, but the thing about it is a lot of people couldn't do what he did on one leg.
On
A
one
lot of a
leg.
lot of wrestlers wasn't able to do that with two legs, the stuff that he were doing with one leg.
God, I got to give Vince credit. Even though Vince is a part-time wrestler, like, yeah, him and
Vince
Zach
thought
actually
Vince really thought he had the advantage because the guy had one leg.
one leg. Like Vince, the whole story, Vince is like you may able to beat cancer, but you won't beat me. I was like, God damn you,
I didn't
Vince.
like the fact that Vince was like he was coming at the guy trying to walk like him with one leg.
Yes, because
It was
that was Vince.
entertaining. Don't get me wrong. It was entertaining as hell, but it was kind of wrong in some instance because what that kid went through to be a wrestler, like Vince, you just dead wrong. You're just dead wrong.
It was so messed up. Like Gowen, and also let's be real too, because Gowen had moments too. And I mean, like backstage, I think it was this match that many people have said Zach Gowen after this match grew a big head and thought he was like a main event star and push or whatever, and then they let him go not too long beforehand. But yeah, I mean, how I feel about this, it was entertaining literally having Zach Gowen and Vince. And Vince, this goes to show you guys that Vince was an asshole. The character.
Yeah, Vince
I'm
was
gonna do the
Vince,
walk
but don't do the walk.
because Vince was so entertaining in this, but yeah, it was distasteful. I get that, but it was also entertaining.
It was entertaining, but I
But it
don't
was
know.
offensive. I'll give you that.
I think Vince make sure he got the approval of his parents and everything before he was able to do that. I think Vince had to get that approval because I feel as though if Vince did that without getting that kid's parents not getting the approval of that to have a storyline, I think Vince would have been sued.
And also, WWE took the advantage. The reason why they signed Zach Gowen, let me say this. Zach Gowen, a lot of people say, oh, he started in WWE. No.
That's not the case either.
Zach Gowen started in TNA, guys. Yeah, Zach Gowen was in TNA. But after when TNA released him, WWE wanted to sign Zach Gowen, and they did. And they
Yep, they
got him in the
did. Yep, they
storyline
did
here with
too.
Vince. I'm going to say this now. I did love the match, and I'm going to say this now. MVP not only goes to Zach Gowen, but MVP goes to Michael Cole and Taz because
They put on they did really
they
good with that match. That's what made the match good because their play by play was really great.
really great, really great. And I did love Zach Gowen's theme song too. Nobody's gonna stand in my way. I love that theme. But also the best spot of this match is when Vince literally he couldn't. I don't know that the razor wasn't in the right way, but Vince got hard cut in this match. Vince bled in this match, people.
Yeah, yo, I don't care what nobody say
Oh,
about him.
yeah.
When he took that chair shot, It was real as rain. I'm gonna
A
tell you
drop
why.
kick to the head, and
It
Vince
was
was gushing. He was bleeding. It
it
was like a
was
faucet.
yes. It was it came out automatic. There's no way you could fake that incident.
A
There's no
rumor
way you
has it
could have.
that Vince said that it was a deep cut. He couldn't get the blood capsule to come out, so I guess like with the chair, there was a sharp edge on the chair, and it cut Vince deep. And I was like, oh, so it was a deep cut. It was a shoot blood loss.
Oh
And
yeah,
I,
hell
and I
yeah.
think they had to change the ending of the match too, because even though I'm gonna say this, Vince used to be roided out, and yeah, he looked roided out here. Oh my god, I did love the fact that Zach Gallen able to pull a Sai moonsault. That was amazing. And then also, here's the problem with this match. As much as I love this match because it was so inspirational, and I did love the fact that Vince, even though he could have died, um, like squirted out blood. I didn't like the fact of having Vince win. That was my only problem. I did not want Vince to win this match. There was nothing wrong with Gowan winning.
But
I
then you know they
mean,
would you know Vince McMahon controls it.
I know he controls it, but the way how he treated Zach and all the shit that he put him through, it's like, oh, especially
And
with Zach
Elijah, I
out
didn't
right
cut
at
my
3.
and Elijah, I cut my camera off and her sleeping gown on. I didn't want her to be exposed on live YouTube right now, so that's why I turned my camera off. And it had nothing to do with my snacks. Number one, I'm not even home to have my snacks. So with that being said, I've been quarantining at my mom's since Saturday. Elijah.
Lord. Anyway, but yeah, Spotlight, you got to agree. Shouldn't have Gowan won this match.
Yes, he should have won this
There was
match,
no
but this is the CEO of the WWE.
true,
He makes the approval of all the storylines that goes on in
true.
the WWE, but still, like
But
he,
that was a good match, though.
it was a good match. You can't say nothing about it. It was a good
Yeah,
match.
watch it, people. Watch it. Vince winning.
I recommend you watch it just because this guy has one leg and he has like he has a leg. Don't get me wrong, it's a fake leg. But one thing I liked about it is he didn't
He
make it.
wrestled in it with one leg.
He wrestled in one leg and he didn't use it as a weapon. He didn't use it
Yes.
as a crutch or none of that. He was like, forget that. I'm gonna show you that even though that I got one leg, I'm going to prove to you that I still belong in this type of industry. Period.
Man, my God. I was so. And speaking of Zach Gowan, I'm going to say this now. Zach Gowan, yes, backstage, they said that he was a problem because he had the main event light get into his head. After this, he would get brutalized on TV by Brock Lesnar twice. He made Spotlight. Yeah, there is a match. Yeah, John Cena roasted him. He got into a feud with Cena not too long after that. He also got brutally murdered almost in front of his mother by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, Vince. And also, I understand you were trying to teach the kid a lesson. Also, after this, Zach did get fired from the company, but also he got into a deep depression. But here's where people can say, oh, WWE is this evil corporation. If they're that evil, then why did they pay for Zach Gowan's rehab? They paid for his rehab.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just me, and everybody needs to agree with this on the chat. Zach Gowan needs to be the next inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame with the Warrior Award. Because he is still doing wrestling to this day. And he also is on, was it America's Challenge? What's that thing called? What's the American
I told you. I told you Carl Berkey was bleeding out like crazy.
See, he was bleeding out. He was gushing like blood. And also, Taz had the best call of that match. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I was like, bruh. But anyway, yeah. How many stars do you want to give? I don't want to give it 5 because there was some moments, but I'm going to give it a 4. I'll give it at least like a 3 or a 4.
I'm giving it a 4 just because it was a guy with one leg that could do half of the stuff in the WWE that some wrestlers at WWE can't do right now.
That's true.
I'm giving it a 4.
Oh man, Spider, did you see that video I sent you for the promo of our main event? Yeah, Ninja Warrior. Yeah, he's on Ninja Warrior. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Spotlight, did you see the video I sent you about the promo of our main event? Because it's main event time. Triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar defending the championship against Big Show and defending the title against a returning Kurt Angle. I'm going to get this story out the way.
Yeah,
Um,
tell the story behind it behind this match because I could get into the match, but I really couldn't get into the storyline. So just explain, break it down to me again.
okay, so basically after WrestleMania 19, let's go, Brock Lesnar beats the title of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was supposed to drop the belt to Brock anyway, but it also kind of put a damper in WWE's plan because Kurt Angle wrestled on a broken neck on this night. It wasn't too long. Kurt Angle had neck surgery, and after 3 months of rehab, Kurt Angle comes back. Meanwhile, now I know a lot of people are going to say, where does the Big Show fit in this? Here's the thing: Big Show feuded with Lesnar for the WWE Championship. This started from Survivor Series 2002. Brock Lesnar lost the title at Survivor Series '02 thanks to the help of Paul Heyman with Big Show. And yeah, Brock Lesnar was undefeated. And the first person who beat Brock was Big Show.
Yup,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, okay.
So after that, Big Show and Brock would feud from Survivor Series all the way to Judgment Day, and also need I say more about their historic stretcher match at Judgment Day 2003. Pretty good match. And also, this was also at a time that they were still feuding to the point where probably one of the greatest SmackDown moments of all time is when Brock Lesnar and Big Show broke the ring.
Yeah, that was on SmackDown, right?
Yeah, and then also Vince
And that's when I
McMahon.
heard that's when I heard the announcer was like, "Hold!" I think it was Taz. Holy,
Yeah, I remember watching that. I was screaming. I was like, "Oh my God, they broke the ring!"
yeah, that was the first that actually happened too.
And so yeah,
In the SmackDown era.
and also, remember I told you in the beginning of the intro where Vince McMahon says that he's going to put all his faith in Sable himself in the Big Show because Big Show was also was the big henchman for Vince McMahon. So that's how Big Show got involved. Now, for Kurt Angle coming back in Anaheim, saying that he's back in the WWE and he wants to do one more thing. He wants to be champion again. He challenged Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar accepts. But then when Big Show comes out of nowhere, Vince McMahon makes it a triple threat match. So does that make sense? So with Big Show, you have Big Show trying to finish his feud with Brock, and then you have the renewing rivalry from WrestleMania 19 between Kurt Angle and Brock. So this is why we get a triple threat match. And also, this is also a first. It was also a triple threat match with no disqualification and no count out. So Brock championship advantage is gone for Brock. So does the story make sense now?
It makes sense. I just didn't see the purpose of Big Show being in it, knowing the feud was really better with Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar because the storyline was better. I understand that Big Show was a part of it, but we all knew, like, Kurt Angle was like, he broke his neck, got surgery. Brock was there with him the whole time. Then Brock ended up turning on him. It should have been a singles match, but I understand the purpose why they put, Big Show into this actual match. I really thought Big Show had the advantage, knowing that Kurt Angle was strong, but was not as big as Big Show. And Brock Lesnar and Big Show, they're not equal, but they're both pretty strong. So I can see the reason why they made it a triple threat match. But at the end of the day, I think it should have been a singles match.
And also, I'm also going to say this too: 2002 through 2003, you cannot deny Big Show was hot that year. Like he
In
was doing
2002 and 2003 was really big on like triple threats as well.
yes, and Big Show was starting to get not white hot, but he was starting to get hot as a heel. Like he was doing so much like crazy shit that you wouldn't see. I mean, but yeah, I see where you're going with this. But as for the match itself, I like this match. But I like this match.
I
It
think
was
I
a
gotta
good.
watch. I think I have. I mean, I watched it twice, but the two times I was watching it, like I really couldn't get into it because I was doing other stuff too. But from when I watched it the first night, I knew you didn't like the fact that I said I didn't like the match. So, um, I think overall it is a good match.
It's a good title match.
It's a good if yeah for it to be the title. Yes, it is a good match.
And I
Um,
will say this too.
Kurt,
I was
even
happy
though
that Angle
I
won.
respect Kurt Angle, knowing that he just got off neck surgery and he put on the match the way he did. I
And I
can
love
say
the
that.
fact that Angle won the belt. But here's the thing. I thought Angle was going to pin Big Show. I'm like, okay, they're going to have Angle pin Big Show, and then Brock's going to go and saying, I technically didn't lost the match. They didn't do that here. The champion gets. Didn't Brock tap out? Yeah, Brock tapped out.
Yeah, he tapped out. I think it was
Brock
the ankle
tapped
lock.
out to
I
the
think it was the
ankle
ankle lock
lock.
that he tapped out.
I was shocked. I was like, I wanted
And
Angle to
that's
win.
what I mean about WWE. They need to change up the outcomes of the matches because that was unexpected. Like I seen the
Nobody
ending of the match.
expected.
Nobody expected Kurt Angle to tap out. You know, I mean Brock Lesnar to tap out to Kurt Angle, knowing that the ankle lock is very a severe submission. But Brock Lesnar, they thought they go
But also
decent
having your
quartering. And,
champion is the one who's involved with the decision. That was a first. I was like, well, damn. I was like, Angle wins by tap that. I literally thought either two things were gonna happen. This was what I thought they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna do having Angle win but pin Big Show and then have the rematch between Angle and Lesnar at SummerSlam. Technically, I got it half right.
right.
So I was happy that Angle won it, but I was shocked that Brock tapped out. I was like,
Yeah, it was the way that he won was more shocking to me.
and the crowd was lit. They were happy as hell that Angle won that match. I think everybody wanted Angle. Everybody, it was either Angle or Brock. Nobody wanted Show to win this match.
Nobody didn't want the Big Show to win this match. Knowing
Nobody
that the
wanted the
Big
Big
Show
Show to
was
win.
hot, don't get me
But
wrong.
nobody wanted Big Show to win this match. It was either your best bet was either Kurt Angle or Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
And I was
absolutely. I
happy that
agree.
Angle won. I wasn't, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. I wasn't mad how the way he won it. Like, and also, there's probably a spot on that match that made me laugh when I think when Big Show covered both Angle and Lesnar, and Taz literally said this. You have Michael Cole saying, "And you're the Giant," and Taz coming out of nowhere saying, "He's covering both men." Oh God! Oh! And us,
Guess who's back?
we
Back
got Key in the
again.
building.
Key is back. Tell a friend.
Now, also, what's
Guess
also a part that I like? Big Show. I think it was what Kurt Angle. He broke the pin attempt, and Big Show was like, "Son of a bitch!" Like, well, like that says it all right there. Like Big Show looked good in this match. Kurt Angle looked great in this match, and Brock actually looked because they kind of cut the camera to black as soon as Angle won the title, so you couldn't really have that moment of celebration with Angle. But even I would say Brock kind of looked good in defeat.
yeah, he did. He did. I
And
can
it
say that,
wouldn't be
but
and it wouldn't be
we
too
just
long.
wasn't expecting it.
And it wouldn't be too long because I think it was a steel cage match between Brock Lesnar and Vince. And Brock Lesnar turned his back on Kurt Angle, and then we got the match at SummerSlam 2003, which was to me was good, but it couldn't touch their WrestleMania 19 match. No,
Yeah, it didn't. It definitely didn't touch it. Absolutely not.
it didn't. It didn't. Not even close. But I did love the fact that Vince McMahon did take a bump in that match, getting Angle slammed on a freaking chair on his birthday. That was hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I was overall. I'm gonna give this a. And you know what? Also, too, did you notice that the match was kind of fast paced too? And for a match that had Big Show in it, I wouldn't expect Big Show to be comfortable in that type of environment, but Big Show actually did a good job.
Yeah, Big Show was in shape. He wasn't
He was in
slow.
shape. He looked good.
Yeah, he looked good. He had the agility. I think that wasn't around. Yeah, that was yeah. So
This is back when Big Show was actually like mobile.
so what time is WrestleMania for Sunday for Luca Rosano?
Oh God, he lives in Canada, right? Apparently it's 7. Well,
I
here in
think
the States it's 7. For both nights it's 7. But yeah, guys. Overall, how many stars would you give that match? Triple threat match.
Triple threat, I give it like a 4.2. I
Four
still have
point
to
two.
watch. I still like it's just like it's just certain parts of the match that I couldn't get a chance to watch.
I'm gonna give,
But I think it will go up. I think it will go up if I finish watching the match with no distractions at all.
I'll give this match a 4.5. You had a good triple threat match, fast paced. There was also slow moments, and the slow moments worked. And
Right.
also, Angle making Brock tap out was unexpected. Nobody expected that, and I was happy. The Denver crowd was lit. They were lit through the whole night. So yeah, I'll give it that. What's your final grade for this pay per view?
Um,
I would give it a B, a solid B. It was a solid show.
but just to be off topic, did WWE announce for WrestleMania? Did they announce what matches or what days?
They didn't announce it yet. I bet you they're
Okay,
gonna announce it on
and
Friday.
most likely it's gonna be like from 7 to like so WrestleMania is gonna be like from 7 to 10 on Sunday, right?
Probably. Iverson Vlog says, yeah, I give it a B. Yeah,
Yeah, I give it like a B minus, but I still have it as a B just because some of the matches that we rated was lower than a 4. Now, if we had more matches that was like a 4 or up, it would have been a B plus slash A minus for me. But we had more matches that was less than a 4, like 3, like almost like
there was only
less than.
like two. There was only 3 matches that we didn't give a 4. They were like a solid 2 or a 1, and that was Jamie Noble and Billy Gunn. We gave that a 2. You gave it a 1.5. Bradshaw, well, no, the APA bar thing was a solid 1, and Sable and Stephanie was a 2. Everything else
I
ranged
gave
from
something a 0.5.
0.5. Sorry. So yeah, everything else was a solid from a well yeah, Taker and Cena was a 3.5.
Yeah, so a lot of matches that we named, like what was it, like 8 matches?
There was like a total of 8 matches. Yeah,
So it was split. Like we had 4 matches that was like at least four something,
that
and
was
then we had
4, and then you had the and then you had like 4 that was well actually 1 was a 3, and then the rest was like 2 to damn near half a star.
right.
So basically, I would give this a B because and I'm gonna say this now. If you watch Bad Blood 2003 and then watch this show blew Raw out the water. Bad Blood 2003. I'm not saying '03 Bad Blood was horrible. It was just average, and that's why I gave it a C. Because there was only 3 matches that was only worth a damn on that card and 1 segment. Here you have Gowan and Vince. You have the triple threat WWE tag team triple threat WWE championship match, the WWE tag team championship match, and you had Guerrero and Benoit for the U.S. title. I would even put Cena and Taker up there too. There's only like 3 matches here that one you could watch just to get a laugh and just drink off one. One you can totally skip, and then one is like, if you want to see Tori Wilson in freaking pinstripe pants, then go for it. This pay-per-view is for you. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a solid B, and it was great to go back memory lane for Vengeance.
Yeah,
And
I'll give it like a B minus ish. I just got to go back and watch the triple threat match again. And then my grade would change. Like I said about actually rating the match, but this wasn't a bad event. It's just some matches shouldn't have been on this event, and you could have put more better matches on it.
or you should have had like this. If you would have took, well, Sable and Stephanie, I understand you had to put that on there, but the barroom brawl could have been on Heat,
It could have been on Heat. It could have been on
and
that.
also Tori
It could have
Wilson
been on
and Billy could have been
SmackDown.
on Heat,
Honestly, it should have been like on National. It just could have been on SmackDown.
or that too on SmackDown, or also you could have put Billy Gunn and Jamie Noble on Heat.
Right. If they really had like if there was a pre-show besides Heat back in the day, those 2 matches should have been on the pre-show.
And also, there was only 1 match on the pre-show, and it was Ultimo Dragon versus Chris Canyon.
I didn't even watch that shit.
No, I didn't watch it either because Ultimo Dragon's run in WWE was terrible. So I'm not gonna do that. And rest in peace, Chris Canyon, because his run in WWE was terrible.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, overall, B's across the board. And now it's Spotlight's turn to pick for an Attitude Era.
Um, Speaking of Attitude Era, let me try to go. Let me go look. 'Cause I've been on this app called Big O Live. I don't know if y'all been on it, but Big O Live is something that I've been trying to help Spotlight Sports Talk promote. I'm trying to get people to interact with me, knowing that y'all only see me on here, right? But I want to see y'all faces too. You know what I'm saying? I want to see y'all faces as well. So that's why I put on my community post to download freaking Big O, because Big O is a very fun app, and I get to see everybody face and interact with everybody. That's one thing about me. I love to engage with the supporters that I have.
Wow,
So
game with JT, you would give it an A? Ew,
you give it an
that's
A?
really high. I mean, that's like
I
saying
don't
damn near
know.
perfect. No, I mean it was good. Okay, if you like I said, if Spotlight watches Bad Blood 2003, and no, I'm not gonna pick that for Ruthless Aggression because good God Almighty, I don't want to see it twice.
All right, let me try to go to it from my laptop because it's not really showing me all the pay per views on the WWE Network from my phone. It's not like a year drop down or something like
Well,
that.
I got it on my phone. So, what year? You just pick a year.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm already on the WWE Network right now. I'm already
You
on
got
the
like
pay per views.
97 all the way to 2001.
Freaking a.
Yeah, you got
Um.
a lot of choices.
So let's start with.
Or better yet,
Cause
why not do?
I'm not gonna do
Why not
91.
do?
I'm gonna go up to at least 90. I'm gonna go to like 90, 97.
97. All right, let me
97
pick
was a
up
good year.
97.
Honestly, I might go with Survivor Series 97 because
Oh God,
I
the
might go with
Montreal Screwjob.
the Montreal Screwjob. That's one. But
Okay,
you had uh you had King of the Ring in there too, 97.
Ring 97.
We did the Canadian Stampede in 97.
Yep.
WrestleMania
EX in your house.
13. I might do WrestleMania 13. WrestleMania 13 was in Philadelphia that year.
WrestleMania
Um,
13. No, wait a minute. 13 was not in Philly.
13 was in Philly.
13 was in Chi-Town.
13
13
was in
was in
Philly.
Chicago.
Was that
You're
WrestleMania 13 where The Rock
Philly
versus
was
Stone Cold on
15.
WrestleMania 13?
Philly was 15. Philly was 15.
It
That was when
was.
you
It
had
had to be.
Philly was 15.
Let's ask Siri. Let's ask Siri right now.
Yeah, WrestleMania was in 13.
If
It
I
was
can
in
I
Chicago,
might not
man.
get to her. WrestleMania
Beautiful
13.
Chicago.
I could not find any places matching
Shut the hell up.
All right, let me look. See, y'all got Siri. I got Droid.
WrestleMania 13. I think it was in Philadelphia.
Where was WrestleMania
I remember
13?
that.
WrestleMania 13.
I don't know if it was 13 or 17, but I think it was 13.
See, no, 13. It says, hold on, let me get it again. Where was WrestleMania 13?
No, it was in the Rosemont Horizon.
WrestleMania 13 was located in Allstate Arena.
Yeah, it's still Chicago.
The Allstate Arena at the time. So Allstate,
Yeah.
it was in Illinois. It was in Rosemont, Illinois.
Rosemont, Illinois.
But
Still
it was the
Chicago,
WrestleMania
though.
in Philadelphia. I don't know which one it was.
WrestleMania
Stone
15 was
Cold
in Philly.
versus The Rock. He was like, I'm gonna roll into Philadelphia and go into he said he was on top of the truck. He said he gonna go into Philadelphia.
15.
SmackDown Hotel, book it to
It was
316. And
It's
it
15.
wasn't
I'm
in
looking at it.
Chicago. It was in Rosemont, Illinois. That's not Chicago.
It's still close. It's 2 minutes to Chicago.
Really, I can't hear you, bro.
Oh, crap. Wait a minute. Me?
I can't hear you.
Oh, God. Wait a minute.
For some reason, I don't know what the hell happened to Goolie.
Okay, can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear you, brother.
Jesus Christ. It was, hold on.
No. I don't hear a damn thing, brother.
Chat. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
We're having some technical difficulties with Mount Goolie at this moment. WrestleMania 15. I knew it was one of those. God damn it. It was WrestleMania 15. Damn it. Um, yeah, but I am looking. I think 97 was a good year for the Attitude Era.
Okay, can you
Yep.
hear me now?
No, I can't hear you.
Oh my god, why can you not hear me?
I don't know what happened.
But it was 15. It was
I
15.
don't know what happened, Goolie, to your voice.
Is your
I don't know what happened, but
speakers up?
I'm going to go down back to these pay per views, and I think I'm going to do Survivor Series 1997. Um, I think that's the one that I'm going to do. Um, but SummerSlam of '97 was just as good. See, this is
Do
tough
that
for the
one. Do that
Lord
one.
Jesus.
That one. Do that one.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough. But I think I'm gonna go with Survivor Series. So I really want to talk about the screw job.
Okay.
And Goolie, what the hell is going on with your audio, man? I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling at all. I'm not trolling at all. No, I don't hear you. I don't know. Let me see if it's on my end. I'm not too sure. No, it's the internal speakers. Like I should have been able to hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
No,
Good God. Let
no,
me
ain't
go
no
on my
April
YouTube
Fools over
page.
here. I'm not doing nothing.
Let me go on my YouTube page.
I muted mines. Then I mute Gulies and
I can hear myself on my end. So Spotlight can't hear me.
what?
Okay, hold. Can you hear me?
Let me see if I can hear you on YouTube because I don't know what
Yeah,
the
I
hell
can
you're
hear
saying
myself
right
on
now.
YouTube. Okay, hold. Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear myself on YouTube. Can you hear me? Yeah, dude, I can hear. I can hear.
I can't. What the hell, StreamYard? This is bullcrap.
Okay, so wait a minute. When you said WrestleMania 15, WrestleMania 15 was in Philadelphia. Okay, so wait. When you said WrestleMania 15, WrestleMania 15 was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, WrestleMania 15 was in Philadelphia. You're right.
If
But
we
let
do
me
Wrestle,
try going out and coming back. I'm not too sure. Let me go out.
so basically, guys, Survivor Series 2003. God, 1997. I wouldn't mind doing that. I do want to talk about the Montreal Screwjob, but if he would have said SummerSlam 97, personally, I put this one on top as one of my favorite SummerSlams. WrestleMania 15, wouldn't mind. What's another one? Y'all need to try Zoom. We have Zoom, but we just don't use it as much. And yes, what you guys are seeing, I have a do-rag on my head. Yes, I'm building waves. Or trying to build waves. So yeah, Spotlight left, but just to let you guys know, for WrestleMania for Saturday and Sunday, I will have the following people for Saturday, it seems. I will have EJ with me, Spotlight with me, Snake, Sports Talk, and the Wrestling Otaku. Sunday, we're getting the Waterboy Report.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Now I can hear you too.
Okay, so it was your end.
Oh hell.
But nah, but yeah, matter of fact, dude, here's one. Why don't you do a Twitter poll? Survivor Series, SummerSlam, WrestleMania.
I don't want to do WrestleMania right now.
Okay, WrestleMania. Okay, no WrestleMania. What
So,
about DX is in your house?
yeah, so I could do out of SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and DX in your house, and I would do a Twitter poll on it, and I would do a poll on that on YouTube as well. Just
As
to
for me, guys, I'm in a bit of a jam for Ruthless Aggression. Yeah, I am wearing a do-rag. Mal got the silky. I like it.
and just to let you know, Zoom is good, but Zoom you have to pay for.
Yeah,
So it's
you
kind
had
of
the pay per view.
sucks, and like the quality of it is not really good either. That and you can't do all the extra curriculum stuff like you have here. I had to like put it into OBS and then OBS to YouTube. It's just too much. Where
Yeah.
which is already linked to
Taboo
YouTube,
Tuesday.
and then you can put your own. You put your own spin on it. Taboo Tuesday.
Which one? Which year? 04, 05, or 06? If it's 04, I can definitely do 04. I do remember 04 a little bit. Matter of fact, what up, Vanilla Sports Talk, bro? Von Holland from
Valhalla,
Valhalla.
bro.
Jesus Christ. You know I'm bad with names. Um, my bad, man. I didn't mean to mess up your name because that guy's from Troxel Sports Talk. And speaking of that, we might get Troxel for both days.
Wow.
So yeah, the following people we're getting for WrestleMania for Saturday, I know for a fact.
It'll be me.
We're getting you. We're getting EJ. We're getting Snake Sports Talk. We're getting Wrestling Otaku.
Snakes. Jake gonna be a part of it?
Jake's gonna be there.
Huh. Interesting.
We got Wrestling Otaku on here, who I've known for a while. And did I say EJ already?
Yeah, you said EJ. And Sunday we'll have Luca Rosano.
Yeah, we're having Luca. I think Jake said he's gonna do it for both days.
I'm doing it for both days as well.
So yeah. Also, I'm gonna say this right now because it will be on my channel. Like I said before, I'm expecting this to be a very good weekend. 6 people, hopefully. WrestleMania does not.
We got to make the best out of it, bro, because there's no crowd.
Well, basically, we are the crowd.
Yeah, we are the crowd. We are the entertainment for this event.
So Taboo Tuesday 2005. I don't remember that one, but I'll probably go and look up that one. Another one I would love to review for you guys. Sir Cardinal, he's retired from YouTube apparently, Damien. Also, it's possible we might get Troxel, so I'm gonna inbox Troxel when I get done here. So Taboo Tuesday 2005. I'm also thinking, I don't know, guys. Would you guys love me to go back, or do you want me in Spotlight to do? Even though this got nothing to do with the Ruthless Aggression era, but this is more his era. Why not review one WCW pay-per-view? A good one.
In that Ruthless Aggression era?
No, in the Attitude era as a 4th option. I swear to you, if you guys make us pick 2000, I won't do it. I will not. I refuse to watch a 2000 WCW pay-per-view. I can't. Vince Russo's. There's so much Vince Russo booking I could deal with. There's so much. For Ruthless Aggression, Taboo Tuesday 2005, I'm thinking of probably maybe SummerSlam 2003 or Survivor Series 2002. Personally, I say Survivor Series 2002 was the best out of every Survivor Series that they ever had. Now, can we review some ECW pay-per-views? Carnage, you're gonna have to go on my YouTube channel because I've done a lot of early ECW reviews on this channel before, like the original ECW. Oh, if we did the original ECW, it would have to be a part of my channel because, well, it always is. But at the same time, it's like ECW pay-per-views are always. I always did ECW pay-per-views, and I think I need to finish what I started because there is a lot of ECW pay-per-views I haven't done. I don't know. We'll have to think of something. So Spotlight's gonna probably get the poll ready. No, it was a joke. Read the comment in the video. He says it was a joke. He's just not going to be in YouTube until sports come back. If that be the case, I mean, if I can somehow get Sir Cardinal on here,
I think he will do WrestleMania.
That's
I think because you gotta. I think you'll reach out to him. I think you'll do WrestleMania, but I understand it might have been a joke, But
At
at
the
the
same
same
time,
time, like it's stuff going on in sports. He's just not watching it. It's stuff being talked about on ESPN. It's stuff being talked about on FS1. They still haven't. The thing about it is,
damn,
the
with this
problem with
light, I
Sir
can see
Cardinal
my
is
leg growing in.
the problem with Sir Cardinal is Sir Cardinal is just a live streamer. He don't do videos, but he could put a podcast together and talk about sports. He can do it, but he wants to do live play-by-play and reacts because he thinks he's going to get the viewership. Right now, the viewership, if you do like if Mal Goolie do like if you do just wrestling shit, update on wrestling shit, just uploading videos instead of doing a live stream, your views would go up because people are looking for information. That's all that is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put the poll up tomorrow morning. And then whatever one that gets the most views, then we will watch it and we'll go from there.
Oh Lord, see, I'm looking at the camera instead of the thing. 2009 WWE ECW. We don't talk about that version. We don't talk about WWE.
Yeah, we don't talk
ECW.
about the ECW that was bought by WWE. We don't
That
talk
was
about
terrible.
that.
The closest thing you would get from an actual ECW show is actually watching the old school ECW or watching One Night Stand 05 and 06. Everything else, hell no. Because WWE knows how to mess stuff up when something is given to them. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. But yeah, for my poll, maybe Survivor Series 2002, SummerSlam 2003, and Taboo Tuesday 2005.
Okay.
And as a fourth option, because why the hell not? Because Spotlight knows this. Spotlight, tell them about ECW. Tell them what I have in my whole entire collection.
He has the entire collection of ECW VHS. The entire
Pay-per-view.
collection.
Pay-per-view.
The pay-per-view collection. He has it. So yes, it was bad, Damian Estrada. What the hell are you looking at?
Wait a minute, 09 when Christian was champion? And it wasn't even Christian's fault. It was just that it was a PG watered down version of the ECW.
And only reason why they brought it back because Vince McMahon owns it.
And plus fans were asking for it back, but this is not what we wanted. We wanted the blood, the violence, the sex.
Yeah, but you got to think about that era too. That era was totally different than what the ECW we remember. And
Right.
Vince couldn't do that, or his ass would have been out of business.
Oh, here's a fourth option. Why not do ECW's first ever pay-per-view? Hey, I already did Barely Legal. Well, actually, no. I did a versus on Barely Legal versus Heatwave 98. What if me and Spotlight did review Barely Legal? I have to check if I didn't review the show already. But
okay, we could.
I wouldn't mind going back in time, but that'd be a part of that'd be a part of
Attitude Era.
That'd be part of Attitude Era. Okay, the only thing I would do is TNA. Someone said Hard Justice, but what year? Matter of fact, I got one. Here's my fourth option: Slammiversary 2004 or 2000.
I love the Road to Glories though.
What Road to Glory?
No, not Road to Glory. It was called it was like the WrestleMania for TNA. What's the name of it? Bound for Glory.
Anniversary. Oh no! Bound for Glory.
Yeah, it was Bound for Glory. Yeah,
Bound for Glory was their WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was their WrestleMania.
And Slammiversary was their SummerSlam.
Right.
Survivor Series was their Lockdown.
Lockdown has some good events.
Lockdown has some good events. And here's the thing about Impact, though, and this is what I love about Impact that WWE doesn't do. So you know what? Screw it. Because of you guys want me to review a TNA pay-per-view? Because I would do it.
How the hell will I find a TNA pay-per-view right now?
You're just in luck because guess what TNA has been doing for the past couple of for a year now?
What?
They've been uploading the whole show onto YouTube free on their own channel. Swear to you. But which show? Because there's only a few. There's only a few. Okay, TNA.
Yeah, put that
pay-per-view.
Put that on your poll too.
Full show. Yeah, Slammiversary 2005. Oh, I would love to do that. I would love to do Slammiversary '05 with you guys. I remember that one. Destination X 2012, Bound for Glory 2012, Lockdown 2005. I don't remember Lockdown '05. Hmm.
Was Angle there around that time?
Angle came around '06.
Yeah, yeah. I got the years messed up.
They got Lockdown '09 on here. And that's basically it. That's the only pay-per-views they got so far that's live.
All right, so
I'm
that is
shocked they
it.
don't have a Bound for Glory on here. That's kind of shocking.
Pluto TV. I never heard of it.
Yeah, Pluto TV is legit. They actually have TNA pay-per-views and shows on Pluto TV for free. You can watch stuff on your phone. You can actually have it on the PlayStation, and I think you can have it on the Xbox.
Right.
They even got old school Nickelodeon Cartoon Network shows. So yeah, do a WC Carnage. I swear to God, I am not doing a WC. If I no, I can't say swear to God.
We're not doing.
No.
We're not doing a W. If only WCW pay per views we doing is got to be in a Monday Night War.
If I do a WCW 2000 show, I'm not going to put Spotlight through that torture. There's only one show I would put Spotlight through, and that's Bash at the Beach 2000. Reason because it had controversy in it, and that was the Hogan, Jeff Jarrett, Vince Russo thing. That was the only thing I will talk about. Remember when Hulk Hogan didn't want to do the job for Jeff Jarrett and Booker T?
I think I remember that.
Yeah, that's the only show I would do because that was the only one in 2000 that had Impact. Bash at the Beach is the only one, and no, Bash at the Beach was terrible. It's terrible, but it's oh my God. If we do that, I would have to travel to Philly because I'm gonna need a drink after reviewing that show. Spotlight, you laughing, but I'm serious. Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret saying he couldn't get through the show. It took him 5 days to get through the show.
Wow. 5 days?
5 days because he said there was so much crap that was going on. He said that his brain could not even fathom. That's bad. Pretty bad.
That's crazy.
What's one WCW show I would do? I would do Mayhem 1999. Even though Benoit should have won the title then, but Benoit did win the title, I think, a week later. But I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for us. Spotlight is going to pull up the poll. Get ready for that tomorrow. I'm going to put up my poll too. So get ready for that one too. So any last words, Brother Spotlight?
Nothing at all. But if you do want to go over to my community post, I did post yesterday about Big O Live. For people that do want to interact outside of just talking sports with your boy, you could definitely do that. Download Big O Live. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay for anything at all. You could download it. It's not a sponsor at all. It's not a paid promotion. I'm just saying I just want to interact with the fans that we have. And once Goolie gets some time to actually download it and be a part of it, and we will one thing about us, we like to see y'all faces too. That's what we like. We like to see y'all face too. Like, understand that y'all is talking about, y'all is talking behind a screen and y'all typing and all that. But we want to see it, y'all, on the actual screen. We will do Ring of Honor and we do NWA, but we're not going to do that right now. This is only the third show of this actual segment. So we will get to that, but we want to get through Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Era before we branch off into Ring of Honor and NWA and stuff like that. Right, East, and even though
there was a part of both eras.
They were part of both eras, but it's a lot of events in our eras that was just as good as those in with those other companies. So
and some down the road, I'm gonna have to let Spotlight watch 10 episodes of Wrestling Society X, if you remember that, from MTV. Personally, I liked it because it was in your face, but at the same time, it was I want to see crappy pay-per-views. Why would you want to torture us?
But why would Gaming with JT say, "Yo, TNA was the hottest wrestling company all time, bro. You had great wrestlers and athletic people." I wouldn't say it
That
was the
is a.
great.
I wouldn't. I mean,
I
right
wouldn't say it's the
now,
hottest company of all time. I wouldn't say
they
that.
were TNA was hot between '03 all the way to '09. '10 is where they kind of dropped the ball, but then they picked it back up in 11 and 12, and then 13 and 14 happened, and then I stopped getting in touch with the company in 2016. So I don't know what's going. All I know is that TNA right now is the rehash of ECW. So you mean to tell me that Raven and Tommy Dreamer are still feuding in Impact Wrestling? Is there a reason for that?
If that's the case, then that
It's a rehash of ECW, but at the same time, I can't fault Dreamer because Dreamer is an executive and he's writing the show.
right.
Him and Raven and Cyrus the Virus are running that company, and to be honest, for them to still stay in business, that's a plus. And hell, there's millions of fans that watches TNA, and you know what? If you like TNA, I mean, I want to start watching it again. But here's the problem: what fucking network is AXY? What is that? I don't even have that on Comcast. So
That's
if
the
I
only
can't
thing.
see it, I can't review it.
Yeah,
It's
Big O Live is the app name. Just Big O. You don't have to put an apostrophe on it or nothing like that. Just put in Big O. It's an app that looks like it's like a cartoon character. I don't know if I can pull it up, but it's that white one at the bottom. I don't know if you can really see it. But
of a cute dragon.
yeah, so that's what it's called. Big O Live. Um, and just if you do want to message me on Snapchat, which is I am Darian1, Darion. So it's IAMDARION1. You can message me your ID, and I can just add you as a friend, and we can start interacting with each other, having a good time.
Oh,
So
and I'm gonna let you guys know with Game with JT. I'm sorry, totally forgot this. I will agree that there has been some great wrestlers from TNA. I will say that.
right, right. I
Samoa
can.
Joe, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, AJ Styles, James Storm, Abyss, Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, the Young Bucks, even the Hardys kind of revamped their name when they went to Impact. And Kurt Angle too. Christian got exposure from Impact. Yeah, I will say that. But the problem that I had with Impact when it first started was Jeff Jarrett. Now, don't get me wrong. Jeff Jarrett is a legend, but at the same time, Jeff Jarrett has an ego too. I don't know what pay-per-view it was. I think he took on Monty Brown, if you can remember Monty Brown. The Pounds! But I think Monty Brown was supposed to win the world title, but no, Jeff Jarrett put himself over. And I think that's when I said, oh my God, this is going to be an ego-driven company. And that was my biggest fear for AEW going in. Oh my God, AEW is going to be ego-driven. And the reason why I say ego is like, oh, guys who's putting themselves over from the past instead of letting the young talent
but I think
rise
that's
up.
but AEW. I think that's kind of the opposite.
Oh, it's the opposite, because if they would have put the belt on Cody, I would have been like, done.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Cody has had titles he had fought with the belt, and a lot of people didn't like the fact that Jericho got the belt, but Jericho earned it.
Jericho, okay, people would say they don't like Jericho owning the belt because here's the thing. The reason why you say that, and this is where the smart fans come in, they didn't like the fact that Jericho won it because he was old. I want to say
Let's
that,
be hold up. Let's be clear about that. He could be old as hell, but the guy can still
but the guy
break
can
in.
still go. That's
Right.
the problem with fans. They say, "Oh, we're supposed to push young talent." What about the title? What makes a title prestigious? When a legend holds it. When a
Which is
legend holds it,
which I can agree with that as well, Goolie. But at the same time, this is what Jericho always loved to do. When he put a younger person in matches with him, he goes old school like Shawn Michaels did to him
you
at
can't take away
WrestleMania.
from. That's why I hate wrestling fans. Some wrestling fans to this today when they say, "Oh, he's too old. Why is he winning the title?" Now, like with Goldberg and some others, like that's part time. There's a difference between a part-time legend and a full-time legend.
Right, right.
Jericho is full time, people.
He's full time at his age and still
At his
doing what he.
age and still kicking ass. I will
Right.
say this about Jericho though, and you have to agree. I hate that Judas effect move. I don't like.
Yeah, I hate it.
I don't like
I
it.
hate it.
That's the one move I don't like. So
All right,
elbow. I'm like,
all right.
really?
So Big O Live works like once you create your account. Big O Live is like where you can interact with up to 4 people, to 6 people, to 8 people in a multi-person live broadcast. It's not a podcast. It's not nothing that you have to do with sports. You can play we have certain games that's called elimination. If y'all up to it on a late night, never have I ever. Like we create games within the app. We make up games. So it's just like interacting. Like just for example, if you have questions about anything, if you want to ask me a question face to face without saying it in the YouTube chat, you can ask me that face to face, and I will give you the honest opinion. That's what Big O's really is. It's just about it's social distancing, y'all, because we're quarantined. Damn it.
Okay, wait a minute. Did anybody see Samuel Jackson's video? Stay the at home.
Right. Stay at home. That's the plan. Stay at home.
Carnage, I don't know, man. Now, Joey Ryan, I like, but there's one thing from him I don't like. Him, oh God. I don't know if it's David Starr does this too. So basically, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. So basically, Joey Ryan's penis is basically a muscle. It can flip people. A mad Spotlight didn't even say anything. But
Listen, it ain't nothing for me to say.
because here's the thing, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of goofy. I remember Joey Magnum Ryan dressing up like a dude from that '70s show, and he had like the inhaler and whatnot. And I remember him tag teaming with the Disco Machine, and they were called that '70s team. Yeah, Iverson Vlogs, yeah, huh? Look up Joey Ryan, and then you'll see. See, I'm not saying that the guy's a bad talent. Hell no. But the whole like when someone grabs his balls or his dick or whatever, and then he's like flexing, and then like the wrestler flips when like the dick has a muscle of its own. No,
Wow.
that's where I kind of draw the line at. But at the same time, he's nearly tame compared to David Starr. David Starr, hell of a talent. Great freaking talent. But why is he slapping people with his dick?
We don't want to see that crap.
No. He doesn't take his junk out, thank God. He just smacks people with it. I'm sorry. As a man, I would be like, he would have no junk. He would be literally castrated.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, who else has some ridiculous gimmick? And I know that's kind of hypocritical for me to talk about gimmick like that while Rikishi was putting his big ass in people's faces. But I don't know. Like I said, there's so much I can put up with. And like I said, David Starr, hell of a talent. Joey Ryan, hell of a talent. But can y'all get rid of the kind of no type gimmick? Like Velveteen Dream. Now, here's a perfect example. I love Velveteen Dream. At first, I thought he was going to be a copy of Goldust, but oh God, was I wrong? Like, he's himself. And that's why I'll give WWE credit for. They're letting Velveteen be himself. And if he acts like that in real life, like he does in that ring, I would love to meet him. And I hope and pray that he beats Adam Cole for that NXT title. Yeah, Val Venus, but Val Venus never slapped anybody with his. Okay, no, I'm a lie. No.
Why are we talking about wrestlers in their penises, even though they did stuff like that's kind of uncomfortable for me.
Sorry, Val Venus. Yeah, Val Venus. I remember Val Venus. His was a porn gimmick. But anyway, that's going to do it for me before this stream gets dark and a real quick. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. Please subscribe to both our channels if you haven't already. The poll will probably be up tomorrow for Spotlight. Also, I will be back here Saturday for WrestleMania with 6 people on here. Can't wait for that.
It's
And,
gonna be lit.
and until next time, y'all, stay care of yourself and each other and stay the at home.
Wash your hands.
And the
Take
words
a
of Samuel,
take a fucking shower.
in the words of Samuel Jackson, like this. Stop like this. Stop touching your face and stay the at home.
I will be on tomorrow on my channel for Spotlight and Snake Sports Show. I was supposed to do it last night, but internet
I
was
was
not
wondering.
working. Internet was not working last night thanks to the coronavirus, and we ended up getting it fixed. So, yeah, I will be on tomorrow.
Corona got into y'all internet servers now.
Yeah,
Dang,
Corona.
the virus is
Yeah,
that lit.
that's why they trying to move up to 5G because the internet is really slow.
Oh, heck
Cause you
nah.
gotta think about it. Everybody's in the house.
That's true.
Everybody's in the house, so it's going to make everything slow.
Oh, heck nah. All right.
And just imagine how WrestleMania is going to be. I got a feeling it's going to be lag like hell on the network.
Oh, God, especially on my PlayStation, because that's where I'm watching it from. Woo, I'm not going to have the phone on me. Everybody's phone is getting turning off.
Yeah, they can't use the Wi-Fi.
Sure, you cannot use the Wi-Fi. No, you cannot use the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. All right, Gaming with JT, just go to my community post on YouTube. I have a picture of it on my community post. But we see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and
And I'll see y'all Saturday.
We'll see y'all Saturday. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.